Hello friends. Welcome to my new JPA, Hibernate Interview Questions and Answers series video. In this series, we will discuss JPA, Hibernate top interview questions and answers. Let's move ahead. Today, we will discuss about most frequently asked JPA, Hibernate interview question as: explain JPA, Java Persistence API, and its architecture. Friends, let's discuss what is Java Persistence API. The Java Persistence API was designed as a part of EJB 3.0 specification. It's a standard API that provides functionalities to access, manage, persist data between plain old Java objects and relational database in Java EE platform. It uses annotations or XML to map objects to database. These objects are called entities. It allows querying and retrieval of data using query language such as JPQL, Java Persistence Query Language. Moving ahead, let's discuss architecture of JPA, Java Persistence API. The architecture starts with a class persistence. Persistence class is in the package java_x.persistence. This class has a static method to create Entity Manager Factory. Let's move ahead to Entity Manager Factory. Entity Manager Factory is created or configured by Persistence Unit during application startup. It is created once in an application and kept alive for later use. It's in the package java_x.persistence. It's represented as one Entity Manager Factory object per database. It's a factory which has been used to create Entity Manager objects. Let's move ahead to Entity Manager. Entity Manager class is in the package java_x.persistence. It's inexpensive and lightweight object to create. All the database operations are been performed with the help of Entity Manager object. Entity Manager creates entity transaction and query objects. Entity Manager is mainly responsible to manage entities. All the entities are saved and retrieved with the help of Entity Manager. Entity Manager manages insertion of new objects and also removal of existing ones from database. Let's move ahead to entity. Entities are nothing but objects that are persisted into database with the help of Entity Manager object. Plain old Java objects plus annotation gives us back an entity. Let's move ahead to entity transaction. Transaction usually represents a small unit of work with the database. Entity Manager object creates an entity transaction object. All the database operations which modifies database records are placed within transaction. Entity transaction object lives for a short period of time and gets removed either by database commit or database rollback. Let's move ahead to query. Query object helps in retrieval of persisted objects from the database. It uses normal SQL queries or Java Persistence Query Language to fetch data from the database and also create new object record in database. So friends, this was the JPA, Java Persistence API, architecture. This concept of JPA, Java Persistence API, and its architecture is been asked frequently in JPA, Hibernate interviews. So friends, go through this video 2 to 3 times so that JPA, Java Persistence API, and its architecture concept gets more clear to you. Hope you like this video. Please give 1 minute to like, share, comment or subscribe my channel, or you can visit my website at www.hubberspot.com.